Hey.
Oh, rough.
Just
You were
me.
muted.
You lifted up your thing, so you're muted.
Oh.
I mean, something about my butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
He took two shots in his butthole. There you go.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, I had your butthole last week.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I had your back and your butthole.
Someone's got to, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for
Why
looking.
don't you recap, Andrew? You had the.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Once Upon a Roll. Episode number... Artem, which episode number is this?
13? 14?
Wow.
And how's this three-shot going?
Yeah.
You actually... Wait, did you actually, intend, initial 3 shots?
I was hoping each world would be one session, but,
Here we are.
Nope.
We're at lucky number 13.
I'll be honest, when you told me that, Ryan, I was like, there was no way that was ever going to happen. You know?
I really don't know what I was thinking.
It's fun.
Hey, we're having fun. We're having fun. It doesn't matter. We're having fun.
A lot of crazy information about Disney, also. So it's
A lot of Disney
educational.
lore.
Yeah. It's very
Everything I say here is 100% true,
100%.
including all of my headcanons.
Yeah, Walt Disney is absolutely
yes.
a lich.
But speaking of the deepest lore, would anyone like to recap what happened last time? Andrew.
Last Monday, we started out, I think it was just a straight run through, so we started out, little shop and then downtown. Things went great. Jumped in there for just the gas and tore it up. Probably one of my best yet. Then intermission, so we took a 10. Straight through to the finale. I got the timing right with Skip Snip and Mrs. Luce, but I started throwing in the wrong lyrics and caught that, haha. And then finale was fun.
I'm trying to figure out some way to make everything you said also work in the context of last week.
I was about to
We
say
started in the maze.
the other way to say this is from the point of view of Andrew. The recap is dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end.
Yeah.
Cookie, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, a dead end. Killing blow, and that's it.
Yes,
That's fair.
I looked this up. Do you know what a maze is that doesn't have any dead ends?
The tunnel?
A hallway.
Ah.
Hey.
No,
Well, there were a lot of them in this maze, and Andrew, I hit all of them. We're not kidding when we say you spent the whole session trying to get back out of the maze with my poor guidance.
Actually,
Funny
now
yourself.
that Andrew, have you seen it yet?
Seen what?
The maze.
The revealed.
Are you guys able?
No,
this?
we're still seeing the.
Just a second.
You just got to turn off dynamic lighting.
Boink.
Scroll up in the group chat.
There it is.
Wow.
This way we can show the screen.
You were.
That is the full map.
You were up
We
here.
literally only fucked with the left side.
And here,
Yep.
the whole time, just dead end after
Wow.
dead end.
Yeah, I think I took you to this one. No, or was it this bottom one? I got you in the far corners.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got to this, and I don't think Andrew ever got quite over to here. He was just kind of around.
He got to the
Also-
top left one at one
Oh,
point.
Yes.
I'm amazed we never found this one.
I think this is where
Right?
the cookies were.
Yes.
Right here.
So you
Right,
made it to
that's
the cookies.
This one's mimic. This one was the coins, or was it this one?
This one was the White Rose.
This one
Right,
had
okay.
the clockwork
All of our
amulet.
Alice in Wonderland
Amulet,
heads
right?
out
Okay.
there know that she does not like white roses. This was the Clockwork Amulet. This was the cookies. This was the Unbreakable Arrow. This was the Mimic. This was the teleporting chest
Yes.
from Elden Ring.
Mhm.
And then you didn't go to any of these other
of them.
chests.
No.
I got close to this one on the top right. I would have gotten there if I didn't turn around
To
get
come
back.
help
Actually,
us. Yeah.
Artem and Tony, you guys got really close down here. You were almost to it, and then you're like,
Yeah.
"You gotta
I
go
was
back."
about-
I was like,
We
I was about to
we
say,
literally
I'm
got
looking at
here,
how much we
right?
were.
We got here because we killed this fucking mushroom dude.
Yeah, I was able to move
I think
around
I thought it was this one. Oh, okay.
No, we definitely
Yeah,
killed
we never
this guy.
got-
I don't
you, but we never
know
quite
if
got
we
there.
ever got there.
Yeah.
Like,
we got
to
close.
the point where we learned that we could like obliterate some of the walls, but then as we did so, a giant fucking thing with the fountain glued to its back emerged in the center.
Yeah, that was wild.
And that's me there. If you can't tell by the red scribble around the face. Oh god, I vanished.
Here you are.
There you go. That was me because it. Like a sleet storm happened, and then we were both blind, and then we weren't both blind, and only I was, and then.
Oh yes, we got to talk about
And
the
then
sleep
I
storm.
got consumed.
That's me and the green stuff. That's
Yeah.
me and a plant.
Yeah.
Lose my whole damn party.
And Brian, I do want to say, like, fountain mimic, cool idea. Well done.
And
I thought it was really
that
neat.
whole time, you were crawling your way back to the center to
The what
help.
now?
Aw.
As far as Andrew goes, while that boss fight was going on, he was steadily working his way back to the center at half speed because he ate some cookies that made him too large for the maze.
Yeah.
Did I
and
keep
then-
eating them? Like, more and more?
Nope, I think you just ate the one.
If you guys can see it now, here's your marked.
But
You got real close down here. So let's see, that just had. Oh, that one had the Vorpal sword. So you guys didn't find that one.
purple sword,
Which is
God
from
damn.
Alice in Wonderland, but you guys would have known that if you'd made it there. Yeah. So, TLDR, you guys completed the first round of the Queen Games, and you guys made out with 5. Actually,
4
you
technically.
were able to successfully
one
4.
white.
1 white, but you were able to convert it to a red rose,
Oh, nice.
With Tony's
and
blood.
just in time too.
Yes, we
Mine
did.
are
I forgot. It was
losing
literally.
after.
I forgot we did wipe my blood.
So we ended up like we weren't like the winners, but we were like second place. With the 100-acre wood crew like getting 0 total because White Rose deducts. And they got 1 red and 1 white, so they got 0. And then when we learned that they were going to be put to death, nobody bothered to try and save them.
I saved one of them.
You saved Tigger, that's right.
The problem is, I thought he would cause chaos and like some of them could run, and Tigger was just like, "Fuck y'all, bros," and left.
Yeah, Artem, I
could say
want to
he
ask
bounced.
you about that. What would you have done in... Do you think Tigger's stronger than you?
Tigger.
Do I think Tigger's stronger
Walk me
than
through
me?
this point.
In that moment, absolutely fucking not. But I mean, he's a tiger.
He's a stuffed tiger.
He's still bouncy. He could have knocked some shit over.
The wonderful things about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. The tops are made of the rubber, and the bottom are made of the springs. He's not. He's
but-
not a stout gentleman.
But yes, you learned
His deck save is
in
off
a-
the charts, though.
Right?
in a plot twist that no one saw coming, that the price for losing the Queen Games is off with your head.
Yeah.
And since Team 100 Acre Wood was unable to acquire the enough roses, they were sent to be executed.
I am holding on to the hope that canonically, like, the card guard go to find Eeyore, and they're just like, we can't find this fucker anywhere.
Yeah.
And he's just alive because he's, like, wandering.
He's just in the maze.
So Eeyore for some reason was not a part of the teleportation spell that brought him
I
back.
love this picture.
This
I
is-
don't know why.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is the best Photoshop you've made yet.
So
It's
so
just
last week,
Eeyore.
Yeah.
if there could be one thumbnail, this is the tiny Eeyore. But yeah, we
Yeah.
got back and it's like, where's Eeyore? Why didn't he make it? And then we did our cutaway to him
Yeah.
just
That's funny.
alone. But thanks to Artem's intervention, Tigger was able to escape and successfully bounce his way to freedom. How long does that invisibility last?
I think it's hold on, I can look on my sheet. It's not very long. So maybe he's just getting chased by guards. Maybe he'll get captured. I don't know. This is the only thing I could have done, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, either way, he's got a good head start, and he's definitely bouncy and fast. It's just
so long as he's not going through the castle going "Ooh," as he goes, he's going
While he's invisible.
really.
It says
Well,
until the
he's-
end of its next turn, so I imagine he has about 12 seconds of invisibility, because end of next turn.
Yeah, so. But Tigger is MIA. ER appears to be still in the hedge maze, which thankfully someone reminded the Queen of Hearts that there was another member that needed back, so they sent a platoon to go and bring ER back to be executed, and then they were taken away.
You found me. All right, take him to the gallows.
Although, like, he's gonna
Finally.
get taken to the galleys, he's like, this is
Finally.
what I've always wanted.
Yeah, they're doing him a favor.
Sweet release of death.
Poor
This
depressed
informs me a lot of how the rest of this arc is gonna go.
Every single
Would you like
fucking
to save
scene.
Winnie the Pooh? I mean,
To be fair, you didn't ask if we want to save Winnie the Pooh. You're just like, do you do anything? And we're like, I don't know. Like, what do we do?
I try not to lead you with, do you want to do X? I say, do you want to do,
It's true.
do you react or do anything? Because I don't want to, like, backseat game you guys. It's very easy for me to do. I feel like I already overreached judging you all. But, afterwards...
You have like a negative charisma. I don't know what I could have done.
They could have used someone with high persuasion last week, Andrew.
See, I didn't
the-
think
What?
persuading was gonna work in that.
Yeah,
case.
yeah. I didn't think persuading was gonna. I guess I could have chosen to be like, I just roll persuasion, but like I had given everything I could think of as far as trying to actually persuade. I tried bargaining and stuff like. None of it worked. So I was like,
I'll
all
be-
right,
I'll be
they're
perfect-
just dead.
Yeah.
Is it the stages of grief you were working through if you were bargaining?
No.
I'll be perfectly honest. My mind went to like,
Where
Yes.
we were informed that maybe we were being watched, but we were not told how. That's
I
it.
think I think it was implied that people were looking through the eyes of the paintings.
Yeah, and we did like go through and like cover them up, I believe.
I think
Iced
so.
them over
Yeah, we like
or something?
yeah, we frosted them and something else.
Curtains or
Covered 'em with-
bedding or something.
Yeah.
Grapes and stuff. But yes, that is where we left off last week as the Band of Bastards. It is still like the evening time, so if there's anything you guys wish to do before, the White Rabbit did say in a hushed tone, in a kind of fearful and paranoid sense, that he would try and find out what was happening, as the execution was not originally a part of the plan, but it seems to be a last-minute addition to add stakes to this 71st Queen Games. But yes, starting the game at 8 o'clock. What would you guys like to do?
My best. I guess now's the time to go to sleep, right?
I'm about to say I'm gonna go to bed. I
I'm
feel
gonna
like the
shower.
best thing we can do
Ooh.
is rest up to fight to live another day.
How are the bathrooms in this place?
They're the best
Fantastic.
bathrooms
Do they have the
of
fans?
this time period.
Do they have? Oh, so no bathroom fans.
What is the time period exactly?
Man,
I
I
think,
would assume medieval.
yeah, I think we're like medieval.
Well, sleep it
Whenever
is.
that is.
I brush my teeth and then go to sleep.
Okay.
It takes place during the mid-Victorian era of 1860s.
Well, Alice does.
Mm-hmm.
The real world of Alice does, but
Mhm.
when she goes back to the Queen of Hearts, I don't think that's the 1800s.
Okay.
I think that's mystical Toyland.
Because she falls into a tree hole.
So do we feel like we need to
Zelda
keep
style.
watch for the night, considering we have like 5 of our own like personal like enemies hanging around this castle? Or
I'd say that's valid, and I volunteer for first watch.
I guess I should also do first watch while I'm big.
Oh yeah, Big Andrew and Barbarian Tony just, yeah.
I think that lasts for a couple hours. You rolled for it. I'm not sure what it was, but by the time it gets dark, it will have worn off.
Oh, okay, cool.
Big Andrew goes into the bathroom to shower. Regular Andrew comes back out.
Cold water, shrinkage.
Don't go in there.
I'm kind of like, hold my axe. Well, first watch then, buddy.
Absolutely. You with your axe,
All right.
me with my gun.
I keep forgetting you have that in
Me
real life
too.
and in this campaign, and it's funny. All right.
I remember everything.
I'm gonna pull up a chair like directly in front of the door and just like sit in it with axe in hand.
All right. Can I get a perception check from the both of you?
Sure. I'm sure Andrew's is better. Mine's better. Suck it.
You guys have the doors closed or open?
Closed, I assume.
You can hear throughout the night the sound of guards kind of patrolling, walking back and forth, shifting. They chat a little bit, kind of talking about their personal lives, a little bit about being on duty during the Queen Games, not being able to watch them proper. But other than that, nothing breaks in through the window. Nothing seems to disturb your guys' rest.
Cool.
Who takes, or how long is your watch last?
3-4 hours?
Yeah, I think it's normally around like 3, right? 3 hours, 20 minutes. Like whatever divides it up evenly. 2.5,
Okay.
whatever it is, you know.
Does anyone, who takes the next watch?
I can take
if
it.
I can, yeah. I think I need to get a full uninterrupted 8. Is that how that works? To regain all my fucking hit points back?
No, you
I
can.
think we've said that, like, if you
You can,
guys
like,
go to bed
split
at
it?
8 and wake up at 8, then
Okay.
you get the full long rest. It's only elves that really throw off that whole, I can go first.
Yeah, the resting thing. You don't need to actually sleep for the
Yeah, it's
entirety of
just
the 8
chilling.
hours.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like not actively doing something. I don't know. We've been doing the watch thing for what, 8.5 years now? There's no reason to overthink it now.
All right, Sydney, you're on watch.
Work.
Can I get a perception check from you?
No. Where's my perception? Oh, nice.
Just keeps getting better.
Yeah. Same as before. You're kind of listening down the hall. You can hear the card guards looking outside. You see kind of the mazes seem to kind of wrap all the way around the entirety of the Queen of Hearts castle. It seems to be a long, spiraling, sprawling place. And it looks like, well, it's dark, so you wouldn't be able to really see, though it's a clear night with a bright moon. So I'll say it's like you can see in the distance what you imagine your area of the Hedge Your Bets maze was, because there's a massive area that was on fire and then subsequently frozen solid. So,
Oh yeah, we're in there.
but your evening passes uneventful.
Somebody
Anyone
else's
wanna,
turn. Somebody wake up.
I'm a.
Night.
All right.
Richard, can I have a perception check?
Yes. Let me just make sure here. Perception plus 2. I am going to use an ability I got at level 5, Magical Guidance. When you reach level 5, you can tap into your inner wellspring of magic to try and conjure success from failure. When you make an ability check that fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll the d20, and you must use a new roll, potentially turning the failure into a success. Was this a failure?
It wasn't great. I don't know if I'd call it a failure. I would say no. I would not say it is a failure for the purpose.
Okay, then I'm not going to use
If it
a
was
sorcery
less
point.
than 10, I would say it was a.
Okay.
Yeah, your watch goes by kind of uneventful. As you kind of are pacing the floor, listening into the guards. It seems that there have been guards walking through the halls pretty much the entirety. Not like constantly, but it seems that there is a night shift that patrols the hallways. And keeps an eye out for any wanderers.
Okay.
As the sun begins to rise, looking kind of more towards the north, you see what might appear to be the other areas, or the other guest areas. You see in kind of a back garden area, the head of Jakul poking up, as he is like 25 feet tall, not like right outside your, like, you can see him in the distance. Like, it's hard to hide this guy. This guy's huge.
I do one of
Like a
those.
backyard terrace.
I do one of those anime things where like I fall over and feet are up in the air, just like ah.
Kind of.
Hey. I'll like open the window.
He's a good probably like 100, 200 feet away. So.
Oh, I thought he was like right up, like looking through the
No,
window.
he's not right. He's like, you see, like, just like you can see, have a pretty good view of the hedge maze. Like, those are all 30 feet tall. And then there's like a kind of a backyard terrace garden area.
Okay.
And he's just like, there's a giant frost giant back there.
What's he doing?
He appears to be swinging his axe, kind of preparing himself for the day, doing some morning exercises.
Okay, I leave him the fuck alone.
Yeah. Morning arrives. You are all alive.
Woo!
And you can smell from down the hallway what smells like a breakfast banquet feast.
Oh, hell yeah. Anyone else want to get down there before they run out of bacon?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Starving.
One
Bring back
thing
a picture of mimosas?
One thing I did mention kind of towards the end, next to all of your beds were like, towels, sheets, things you would need, bedpans, and what appears to be a red bubbling potion next to all of you. All of your beds.
Can
What's it
I
smell
roll
like?
Arcana to see what?
Oh, that's a better idea, actually. Yeah.
I chug it. No.
I heard someone wants to drink theirs.
Nope.
Andrew, morning mimosa, let's go.
Nice
That is
Arcana.
not mimosa.
Yeah.
It's bubbling in there.
While never technically having ever held this before, you have to imagine this is a healing potion, the common one. It seems to be provided to you guys as a courtesy for surviving the first round of games.
Let me put that in my shit.
Can I say, because I have no other way of knowing, that I just do a lick test, and I just like kind of dab a finger in, take a lick, and I'm like, there's a similar taste here to the milkshake.
Yeah.
That's my Arcana check, is a lick test.
All right. Well, yes, no. +2.
44?
2d4 plus 2,
Oh, gotcha.
if I remember correctly.
That sounds right. Don't worry, guys. These are safe. We can drink these if we ever need a health potion.
I'm gonna have to ask you to not test things that way all the time, because what if it was like acid or something? Not like fun acid, but like acid.
Okay. I will potentially do that. Oh, hey. I was meaning to give you something. So you nearly got eaten, and it was completely my fault because no, it was completely my fault. I did the exact same thing that nearly got Artem killed in the first land we were in, where like I dropped a fog cloud like run, and then that didn't work because one person got caught in the thing. That's exactly what happened again. I should have learned my lesson, and I didn't, and it was even worse. I blinded you. And anyways, I just feel really bad. I want to give something to you to make up for it. I have two options for you. There's either this healing potion, so you can have 2, or an unbreakable arrow. Take your pick.
I don't have a bow.
I don't either. I don't think any of us do. But maybe you could use it, like, maybe there's gonna be like a
Not
closing...
now, Andrew.
Maybe there could be like a closing door or something, right? And then you like stick it right in the middle, so that way like the doors don't close all the way. I don't know. Oh wait, shit. I guess, does Andrew have a bow or just a gun?
Now, Andrew, now.
Oh, I have both.
Sydney, here's my potion.
No. Listen, I was a fucking idiot and I ran in there without backup. Who does that?
Again, accents of red and gold everywhere. Here is a lot nicer than the bathroom situation. It's very much Hogwarts dining hall of breakfasts, sausages, bacon, eggs. Eggs are normal price in this timeline, so eat up here while you can.
Might be a better time.
Eggs give me bad bathroom time. I'll stick with the bacon and
Good.
biscuits.
Good.
There are guards that are kind of posted in the corners of the room, just kind of not like staring directly at you guys, but on duty. You also see a handful of, you see the 7 dwarves. They are there, kind of on their own side of one of the, I'm imagining there's like long dining tables for each team.
They're all sitting on like one side together, because that'd be kind of funny.
No, they're like
it's all
like
on one side of the long table.
Doc is on the end, and then there's like 2 and 2 and 2. So it seems that they are kind of talking to each other while eating in a hushed tone. And you don't see any of the Snow Bros there. You do happen to see some of the new Fab 5, however. It seems like in the far corner you see Daisy and Clarabelle.
Girl breakfast.
Well, before we go and deal with them, I'd like to give a toast, gentlemen. I think we did an amazing thing yesterday. At first I thought Andrew wasn't helping at all, but it turns out he ended up saving our asses in the very end. I go on for 10 minutes about how useless Andrew was until he was amazing. And I keep on just like cycling through and like dips and valleys, just like peaks and valleys, I mean. Just like, but seriously, Andrew was nowhere. He was nowhere to be found. But then he saved the day. And anyways, for 10 minutes that goes on. Huzzah! Yeah!
By the time you finish, everyone in the dining hall is watching you return. Long journey of like, what?
By minute 9, like, but for real, I'm serious though. On the real, we probably all would have died had he not like finally found his way out of the dang maze.
I mean, probably.
All right.
D12.
How much temp HP does that go to
7?
everyone?
8 HP for everyone.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
I rolled a tail, so I have that locked and loaded.
Nice.
Which one's 8? Because you do roll that a lot.
I do roll. It's the Phantom, the one that turns somebody invisible.
Oh,
And
nice.
then they get
It's not fire
advantage.
puke.
No, Fire Puke was a brand new one. I think that was 10.
Yeah. What's the healing? Because that was the healing and status. That one
I
had
know.
the most utility.
The healing one is great.
I don't know. We had one that knocked out Norrington for like a whole fucking round.
That's true.
So 10 is the fire breathing. Healing is 11.
Oh, I forgot to say, I got the new monster manual, and I am so looking forward to DMing again sometime and using it. It's got some fun stuff in there. Anyway, sorry.
I've heard good things.
There's very
Do
good things in there.
Want to just be an absolute pest and get the table closest to Daisy and Clarabelle, or do we want to respect people's boundaries and table?
I mean, they're kind of they're the ones with the mayors, so we should absolutely talk to them because they haven't been directly evil to us yet, but the mayors have.
And interacted with them at all. I don't think we've even seen Daisy
Yeah.
and Clarabelle.
You
No.
go up and just be like, "Why are you with assholes?"
They're probably assholes too,
Hey,
is the
girls.
thing.
Well, you
Yeah,
know.
that's
Yeah.
probably.
Hey, ladies, ditch the zeros. Get with the heroes.
They're like, "You're not Hercules."
No, we might run into him later.
God, that would be fun.
That's a possibility.
Hanging around in here, do we is anybody talking about what the game is potentially for today?
Would you like to give me a perception check?
I will.
I too would like to roll a perception check.
17. 8.
Not on my best today.
You're crunching on that good ye old cereal, so it might be a little hard to overhear. But Sydney, you swear you can hear one of the dwarves on the far end say the word mines keeps
Oh, that's
popping.
right. The mine.
Right.
Okay, but they actually probably have a super advantage. I forgot all about the
Mhm.
mines.
I do have Shatter,
Shit.
thankfully.
We do have Shatter, and we have a fucking potion of climbing. God
Could we?
damn it.
Listen, the cookie actually worked against us in the maze. Could we potentially sabotage someone else with it?
Sabotage. Thank you. I was gonna say, don't suggest anybody here eating it and going down a mine shaft, man.
Well, to be fair,
Unless it can block somebody's path.
well, either that or don't. I can't remember the size rules in 5e, but don't bigger creatures do better with physical tasks? So if we actually have to mine, making somebody big
Yeah,
is
it might
actually
not help.
better.
It's just a thought, you know.
But if we have to mine first.
Yeah, if it's just
maybe holding
traversal,
on
I'd
to
rather
the cookie.
In
But
the
also, if that
story-
was going to be a problem, the big guy would already be inherently at a disadvantage. So I imagine.
Question: in the story, did Alice eat? Did she continue to eat the cookie and grow larger and larger? Because at some point she's the size of bigger than the house.
Remember right? She was kind of
In
alternating.
story, Alice drank a potion that made her minuscule, and then ate cookies that made her as big as a house.
Right.
In
fit a
game,
pig.
that might not be the case for balance reasons.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could eat 2 cookies and then be giant instead of large.
Well, you might want to talk to someone who's a master of the arcane arts
I
about.
was about to say
Local
we should
Florida man fights a Tarrasque.
We should talk to
And
Merlin.
actually, as you have that thought, Richard, a young boy runs up to you. Who you recognize to be the ward of the wizard, Merlin.
Oh.
Says, "Oh, hello. Yes, Master Richard. How are you this fine morning?"
Oh, I am not a master. I didn't even. Well, no, I'm just a bachelor. I'm not a master yet.
Bachelor. Maybe we can fix that some fine day. Oh, and hello to all of you. I did not mean to scorn you by any means. I heard about your outstanding performance in the games yesterday. Well done, all of you. But I do wish to ask, Master Richard, Bachelor Richard, my master has requested your presence in his lab. He wishes to consult with you over something over the magical abnormalities that seem to be present.
This guy hates me. Okay.
He can be a little rough, but he ultimately means well.
Yeah, he just seems to not like sorcerers. Mainly because we don't have to read for magic.
He
we didn't
thinks
study
that because they are born with certain magical, that they might not have earned their magic, unlike others. Though, between you and me, I heard a rumor that he had a small loan when he was first getting started. That his father might actually be of his father might actually be of infernal descent, but you didn't hear that
Who's the
from me.
privileged one now? All right.
I would recommend
sure.
you not bring that up to him.
Yeah. Keep the peace. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go deal with this. Anybody want to come with me, or
Yeah,
can we stay
absolutely.
here?
I want to come.
All right.
Okay,
I'm
so
taking the bard, who was just a sorcerer with extra steps.
All right, Richard and Artem, you guys get up and go. As you guys are leaving and kind of head out the door, you hear the little thump, 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 thump of little toe taps as another familiar face comes around the corner. He comes up, bows to the guards, says, "Yes, hello, Reginald, Winston." He's like, Good morning, my fellow band of friends. How are we this fine morning? I take you all slept well and are rested. Found the provisions in your quarters, I assume.
Thank you very much.
Good. Regarding our conversation yesterday, I was hoping I could speak to maybe one of you. There's a beautiful spot in the back overlooking the terrace and the mazes. Would any of you like to accompany me?
Yes. Gladly.
Master
Do
Andrew.
you have one of us in mind, or
Can't hurt, I guess.
I just
To be
wish
clear,
to show
I
you.
think this is him elaborating on whether or not we're being watched and everything like that.
Oh, last night's
Getting
thing.
good information.
Yeah.
Mhm.
is this a more the merrier, or just one of us situation?
It's best observed just in smaller groups, I find. And kind of like,
Okie dokie.
Lord Andrew, you will find this most intriguing. And as he kind of leads you, he starts telling the history of the castle, the Queen of Roses castle, and or Queen of Hearts, rather, as you guys kind of depart down the terrace. And as you two leave, you hear Sydney and Tony from behind you. Two chairs kind of get pulled out from behind the table. You hear the squeak on the floor. So, what was this I heard about sabotage? Do we have any schemes going on before the next game? As Daisy and Clarabelle seem to have maybe been overhearing your conversation and sit down to join you.
No.
Can I have initiative, Richard, Andrew, and Sydney, for which scene will be played out first?
Oh, fun.
Just a general D20.
Yeah, let's just see a D20. You're not throwing hands. All right, I am seeing Sydney top, and then Richard, and then Andrew. So, welcome to Fantasyland. What do you guys think?
Beautiful. Stunning. Vibrant. Gorgeous.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Castle looks really cool from outside. Nice
Is
food
it-
spread here. Can't complain.
Is it your first time here? Don't recall seeing you elsewhere.
No, I'm somewhat on loan currently. Where I'm from is very, very far from now. But you guys are also quite the travelers, so I've heard. Like, and she kind of leans in. You guys aren't really from around here.
By the sounds of it, neither are you.
Well, I'm more from around than you guys are. You're like from down there, right? Right.
Hell?
No. Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Actually, no, we won't. No, it's a different year. No. It gets bad. Say that.
Like I heard that you guys are from like the lower material world with like the mud and the disease and the death and all that fun stuff. Is that true?
What does that mean?
She's not wrong.
Like, but like, then where is this?
I mean, look around. Does it look like where you're from?
No.
Mm-mm.
Pardon me, Daisy. I gotta write this down.
It's just not often you get to see interlopers like you all make it this far. Usually they don't make it past Main Street, but you've made it past, what is it, 5 lands?
Sorry, you said not often, so not never. Who's been here before us?
Well, and Daisy starts to say something, and Clarabelle says, kind of like holds her hand for a second and be like, I don't think that's what we should be talking about right now. Like, of course. I'll just put it this way. You're not the first, I don't know, fleshlings to make it this far.
Definitely don't like being referred to that way.
Well, what? You cut and bleed and do
What,
all
just
those
human?
things?
How about just human, though?
Well, there are humans here, but we're not humans like you.
He's right. We're flesh sacks. If we're being
Okay,
the
Sydney
skeleton
accepts your
guiding this vessel.
Sydney accepts your moniker. I do not.
I do.
See, she gets it. She understands.
Oh no, I get it. I don't like it.
Well, we just hadn't gotten a chance to talk yet, and from Scrooge and Pete, they had a lot to say about you both,
I
and
bet they did.
Yeah, they get really into these contests. Makes sense. You took their Mickeys, so they're really
But also, by
interested
the
in getting
looks
these
of it,
back.
you have to be invested. Otherwise,
I guess, yeah,
kind of scary that they just brought you in to maybe risk your lives. They got to be really confident if they did that, though, right?
Well, where I came from, it was honestly let's just say it's a vacation. I mean, not that you guys are ever going to make it there, no offense, but if you don't think your future is bright where you're from, our future here is real rough. Real
Why?
rough.
Who's president? It's not Kanye, is it?
Andrew, are you cocooning over there?
Yes.
And as she says that, you can kind of see her eyes drift a little bit. Like, she's kind of jovial and kind of mean girlish, Regina George-esque, but then it's like something real triggers in her. And she's kind of like, but we're here to play some games and have some fun and maybe make some friends or something like that. So, don't get it like too personal, okay?
Okay,
We all have
sorry.
a job to do.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't have to go there, I wouldn't recommend it. Tomorrowland isn't all it's cracked up to be nowadays. At that moment, from the doorway, you hear Daisy. As that was more Shrek, but Scrooge and Pete, like, what did I tell you about speaking to your opposition? It's like, all right. We're done
Just a
anyways.
little girl talk.
Yeah, just a little girl talk.
And Tony.
Yep, yep, that's what it was.
Clarabelle's like, just girl talk. It's like, aye. Girl talk. Get over here. To strategize.
You can let him talk to you that way? Bye.
We'll talk to you guys later.
What the fuck is with Tony? What do you know about Tomorrowland? What the fuck?
What was up with that? Tomorrowland is Space Mountain.
What the fuck?
Tomorrowland is Space Mountain. I don't know. Don't look at me. I like Space Mountain. It's cool. They got the Tron ride that I haven't been on yet.
Ryan,
That doesn't help this situation at all. That's just trivia. But
do you know the trivia?
I mean, well, I don't know what she's referring to. I'm just saying it's got Space Mountain, and that's cool.
Shit. All right.
Oh. It's also got that thing where
What?
the alien escapes.
The place with this
Yeah, it's got
alien?
Yeah, well, they replaced that with Stitch. And actually, I think it's Monsters, Inc. now. But at first, it was just a straight-up alien encounter thing.
Like,
Hold
does he
on,
know
and
more
I feel like we fade out on me trying to get as much details about aliens.
And we fade up to Arthur and Richard walking into Merlin's lab as he's kind of drawing some incantations and jotting down some scrolls. There's like a little poof of magic, and he's like, yes, quite good. Oh, this is rubbish. This is rubbish. And he crumples the whole thing up and throws it in the waste bin. He says, Sorcerer Supreme, here to grace me.
Honor's all mine, my friend. I hear that you've got something you wanted a second opinion on?
I see you brought your bard friend as well. This is good. Maybe more magically gifted minds can figure this out.
Okay.
I mean, he's probably smarter
So-
than I am with this, but okay.
Don't be so modest. As a fellow educated scholar like yourself, I'm sure you're smarter than this.
I mean, I
But
guess if you
I
call a
digress.
degree in music, yeah, sure.
Master Richard, tell me what you know about this frost giant, Jakul.
My understanding is he's quite ancient. Don't really know how he fits the aesthetic of most other, just this world, this whole, I don't know if you know the expression, like this Disney kind of world. But he, I believe, might be an old ancestor of mine, if some old, like, Scandinavian warlord people are to be believed, which I didn't believe until now, maybe. And I think the lore with him has something to do with, like, strong icy winds and frost and maybe some amount of trickery. I think his mother is, like, a goddess of, like, harsh wind or something? I don't really know.
Goddess of wind.
Something like that, maybe? I don't know. Again, it's like, it's all kind of muddled up in various legends and stuff. Which, none of it I thought real.
He mentioned a Jotunheim. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, I think that's kind of like a land of giants.
It's no land, and he kind of looks over, like, there's maps and scrolls and, like, of various worlds and planes, and he's like, it's not a land I'm familiar with. I asked because I spoke with him earlier. He requested some very specific potions for the upcoming games, and he told me that you summoned him here, that you called him here.
That's what he claims. I don't see any direct evidence of that, but yeah, it's possible that I did do that.
And you just did this on accident, just with your natural-born talent.
I wouldn't call it talent, but abilities, I guess. Actually, I think he claims that it wasn't from me, it was from this object, and I pull out the McKee. It's just kind of working as a luck stone for me now. But it gave me some amount of power in a previous world I was in.
This is fascinating. And you said it, a luck stone. So it grants you favor, like not quite an advantage, but like, let's just say 5% better odds of you succeeding at doing a certain task or evading a harmful effect.
Yeah, you could say it does nearly exactly that.
He's going to kind of put down the McKee in his desk and kind of like run some... This is an old piece of magic here. And he kind of runs a detection spell over it. Have you gotten a chance to... You've used this. Have you explored its potential?
No, it just, I just assumed that it didn't really have any power in this world other than, I mean, we've had a number of these things before. This is the first one that's had any lingering magic. Normally it's just been kind of like a gateway from one world to another. And this is the first one that still gives me some amount of luck. Are you suggesting that there's more that it could do?
I believe so. Do you have multiple versions of these?
I don't remember if I have them on me. Someone... Maybe we've been splitting them up amongst the group. Artem, do you have one?
I don't think I kept one, no.
We may have more. I need to double check that.
It's entirely possible something that you did in awakening or utilizing your power, it had a unintended side effect, triggering a deeper power held within these objects. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I've seen this before.
Oh.
It's the object that's adorning the trophy for the Queen's game.
Oh, good. We need that. Yeah, that is what we need to get out of here.
But it has special power.
Is somebody using that power right now?
Not that I'm aware of. The Queen
That's
keeps me
good.
quite busy, but she's never shared it with me before, if she has.
How closely aligned are you with this queen? Like, are you good? Is she threatening you? Like, are you happy to work for her? What's your deal?
I mean, I love being employed by the Queen. She does good work. He kind of writes down. He puts up, careful. They're listening.
Hmm.
And he crumples it up and throws it in the trash.
Oh, okay.
A job's a job, and court wizard's not the worst thing for the greatest wizard in the land to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Better than turning tricks on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Or magical shows.
I don't know. That David Blaine, he's got a good thing going for himself.
No, I don't know who this Master Blaine is, but he sounds like a tool, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he is.
The reason I brought you here is I was able to run a test on Jokul's hair in exchange for a modified version of one of my potions. And I found something interesting.
Okay.
Comparing mine and the boys, as well as the guard. You see, I ran some alchemical tests. All creatures, you, I, everyone here, has a marker. Almost like a thread from a greater tapestry. And we all share similar threads, because we're all from here. At least I thought we all were. Until I tested Jokul's. And he shows, in this little, test tube, alchemical, magical beaker, two, kind of bluish threads, like strings.
Mm-hmm.
And then next to it is a deep, deep primordial blue. And it's actually chilling the glass that is kept in.
Well, what do you think
I
this means?
I believe that Jokul might be from a completely different tapestry, if that makes sense.
It makes absolute sense. I think that we are too.
You do.
I mean,
Yeah,
makes
I don't
sense.
think we quite fit in with this area, and he may be from our world, or he might be from a third world.
Would you be willing to let me perform these tests on you to see if you are from similar worlds or another third world, as you described?
I'll.
Wait.
I have a.
Do we also get a modified potion?
Yeah.
So I don't tell people things. Fine. What do you want?
Well, I need
What
to
did
take a look.
what did
at
he
your,
ask for?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question.
Well, and he kind of reaches into his drawer and he pulls out a little beaker, a little glass that says "Drink me" on it. It seems in the games his size was a problem. There's no problem for ripping out trees or hedges, but being that size might be problematic going forward in the future. So he asked for a twice as potent version of this potion.
Ooh.
One that stacks effects, one could say. I told him that most people consuming this would probably stop their heart, but given his size and constitution, might actually survive it.
I'm wondering if you could make us a potion of haste.
Potion of haste.
Because we're doing a number of games, and no one ever lost for lack of speed.
A potion of speed, you say?
In exchange for consent to test my blood.
Your blood? I was just going to ask for a hair sample.
Oh, then
This isn't game.
either way stands. You can test my hair.
He kind of looks over to the boy, and Arthur's kind of like, you want to know? I mean, you need something. He's like, all right, fine. For both of you, hair, in exchange for 1 potion of speed. I can have it ready for you after, probably tomorrow.
Okay, so in time for the next games.
Not the one today, but the next one after that.
All right. That's fair anyways, because I don't know if I'm from Jokul's world or from the world that I know. So taking hair from both of us might be good to have like a control group. I don't know. Okay. Artem, are you cool with this?
I think a potion of haste is a good idea. Yeah.
All right.
Arthur comes over with like a tiny pair of scissors. He's like, don't mind me. And he's going to snip and then snip and then put them in 2 separate little beakers. And then he's going to go put them over. And it's like, I thank you for your service. And I shall have the requisite potion for you available to pick up tomorrow. And he goes to pick up the McKee and hands it back to you. I would be very careful with this. This might be more valuable than you can possibly realize.
Really? How many potions could I get for it?
You're really willing to hand this over?
No, I'm keeping it.
It's like a potion of people moving.
Merlin stares at it for a second, and then his eyes kind of glow. They like fade over, kind of like he's scanning it. It's like fascinating. I have mobility. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, while he's looking, I'm just gonna kind of stroke my mustache, looking real interesting, and casting message. Just be like, if it came to it, would you help us overthrow her? You can respond to this message.
One eyebrow raises as he's kind of holding it and studying the orb. He says, if you're planning on doing it, you would better be goddamn sure you can win.
That's not a yes or no.
Merlin going PG-13.
He hands the orb or the McKee back to you.
All right.
Something fascinating. I have an ability that lets me check the school of magic of certain objects.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the first time I have ever seen an object that contains all of them.
Oh.
Hmm.
How might I be able to harness this magic further?
Your guess is as good as mine. Seems you've already done more than most people have. Possibly the Queen herself. Be careful, my young sorcerer. Bard Artem. He kind of bows to you as well. Oh, and if there's anything you wish to purchase before the next games, my boy will be here to negotiate with you.
We'll
And he
exit
kinda
through the
turns
gift
back.
shop.
Actually, do you guys buy stuff as well? Because we might have found some items that we might possibly not need.
We could work out some kind of negotiation, yes?
Cool.
What are you looking to sell?
Oh, we gotta convene with everybody else first.
All right. Well, you know where I'll be. He turns back and goes doing magical things. Let us convene over to Andrew. I know we're coming up on that break. Do we want to take the bio break here, or do we want to? What do we want to do?
I think we could probably do Andrew's part, and then.
Okay.
I got a little bit of time.
I don't have a hallway for you.
Just remove Merlin and Arthur.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just gonna. You're not actually in the throne room, but you are in one of the hallways with the Royal Herald. Like, it is good to have company inside the Royal Castle. So many strange faces, so many things to learn and teach. I hope you find your stay here enlightening, as much as I have in these last 24 hours.
We certainly hope so. But, anything on your mind at the moment?
Yes. And you kind of round the corner, and you're lit to this large balcony area that kind of has you facing the north way, or the north side of the castle. And down below, you can see what appears to be a large terrace outdoor area with like well-shaped, like hand-cut, what is it, like trees and bushes to like shape into different objects and things like that. It's like, did you know there's a very particular reason that this castle was built here? And it might not be your first thought.
Structural soundness? Ooh, there was already a really big basement in the mountain, and they just dropped this thing on top of it.
Close, no. There was actually an artifact here on these grounds. One lodged in a large stone. Said to once be carried by a knight that was able to unite the strongest heroes in all the land.
Intriguing.
Like, I believe if you look out there, and he kind of waves you close, and he kind of whispers to you in a hushed tone, I was right, something is off about these games. That public execution was not originally intended. That was a last-minute addition that no one knew about except for the Queen until the very end. Everyone was surprised. And actually, if you just look right over those hedges, you'll see it kind of poking up from the bramble.
I still can't quite see it. It's the bramble. Okay.
But there's more.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you guys encountered a spirit, a being that controlled the hedges themselves.
Yes.
The monster that lived underneath the hedge maze. Yours was the only team that fought it.
Interesting.
Were we also the only ones that kept burning through bushes, though?
Maybe. Oh, interesting. So someone has control over it?
All the other teams either cut through or dug under or made some way around to partially disrupt. Maybe not quite as aggressively as you did, but they all harmed it, except for one team. Fab 5. The hedge maze of theirs was untouched.
Interesting.
Which, I don't know about you, I've been in that hedge maze many a times. There are quite a few dead ends there. It is very difficult to navigate unless you know where you are going.
So they had someone on the inside, huh?
Yes, this sword has been locked there for centuries, waiting for the one warrior or knight brave enough and strong enough to pull it.
Well, I
To lead
think
their
one of
allies
us
to
should
victory.
try. I think that would be a fun thing to try out.
I agree. I think it would be most, though none have been able to successfully sheath it from its stone, I feel this is a time of many firsts. I don't know who's leaking information or why. Just be careful what you say around. The guards are not the only ones with ears. You need to be careful. But yes,
Can do.
that concludes our tour. If you are interested, I can lead you down there or bring you back to the Royal Dining Hall. But of course, as always, my services are available to you 24/7, whatever you may need. I will do my best to fetch it for you.
Kind of doing to go see if I can pull the sword out. That'd be kind of cool.
Sure, yeah, if you'd like to.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
All right. Do you go back to the others, or do you go on your own, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I should probably go back to the others. Guys, there's a cool sword in a stone. I kind of want to pull it out. You coming with?
All right.
I mean, I should
There-
probably get my rage on and, you know?
Wait, there's a sword in a stone, and Merlin and Arthur are here?
Eh.
I mean,
Arthur didn't pull it out, though.
not
Has
yet.
he tried?
Is there time to go visit the Sword in the Stone in wherever it is before the games?
Yeah, it's still like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. You've heard that the game would be at noon. So any
Okay.
preparation you need to do, shopping, buffing, things like that, you can do before then. But when the sun hits high noon, that is when you need to report to the throne room for the
Word.
announcement of these games.
I mean, we can go try it.
Hell yeah.
Is there like unsurmountable, like unexpected dangers we are going to encounter on the way there, or is it just a walk?
I have no idea. We're
Word.
gonna find out.
All right.
Do we want to grab Arthur and bring him with us in like, hey, we want to know about like, I said like we might want to sell some stuff from the things that we picked up, which is also true because I don't know if we need an unbreakable arrow or anything like that, but also like he could come with us while we take inventory and then we could just make him try and pull the sword.
Sure.
I'm not opposed.
I'm okay with bullying him into pulling the sword.
He's just kidding. Fuck that kid.
As we make our way, though, I do want to fill everyone in on what I was told.
Yeah, I kind of figured that, and I cast message, you know, kind of figured that people were going to be cheating in this. Yeah.
But
I mean, we did in our own way, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what we did was illegal.
I thought she said there were no rules, except for like live.
There are a lot of rules. You just
Oh.
don't know them.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the rules change at like random
whim.
times.
True.
well,
It's a real game changer.
I've been here the whole time. You guys are able to swing by Merlin's magic shop. You request Arthur. Merlin is deep working on the incantations, studying the hair samples he's been provided. Yes, just bring them back in one piece. Thank you.
No promises. Bye.
oh, I thought that was going to be harder.
All right, let's go pull this sword.
you guys head out the back. You can kind of see the castle in the background. And actually, Richard, you were looking this direction earlier. This is where you can see giant footprints of where it seems that Jokul might have been training earlier in the day, as the sun was rising. It doesn't seem that the current guest room situation is really equipped to host someone of his size.
Hold on, I'm
So
gonna
you
roll
just have
I'm gonna roll investigation. Jokul was here.
And it's like we zoom out.
Yeah.
You're in like a giant footprint, and everyone's like, "Yeah, no, yeah."
Yeah.
I see that.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
That tracks.
Good job.
Ah.
As you guys are kind of
Alright.
walking over, Arthur's like, "What do you guys need me for? I have to give Merlin a warning if I'm being used for experimentation."
Oh, I'm
Oh,
gonna try
no.
pulling the sword
Honey,
out.
what?
We're not gonna experiment. I literally just wanted
No.
I wanted to take a walk and also do the shopping stuff at the same time, and it's just easier if we do both.
Okay, all right. So you're not going to make me like drink a weird potion or
Who
Cast
has done
spell.
that to you?
I think Merlin's done that to him.
no one.
Insight.
Tell me
Was
who
it
did that to you
Merlin?
right now.
Just it's part of being a wizard's apprentice. You kind of get into trouble and you help them with. It's how you get ahead. It's putting in your dues.
I don't know about that.
Wait, are you guys going down to check out the sword?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Oh, well, yeah. Here, I know a shortcut. And
Have
he.
you tried pulling it out?
Oh yeah, lots of times.
Oh.
I mean, the normal amount of times. Not like a sad amount of times. That would be lame.
How many times would
Not
a sad
every
amount
day.
be?
Not every day. Oh.
Not every day.
Buddy.
Definitely not. Not twice a day in the morning and the evening.
Yikes.
But,
I love it.
Yeah, here it is. And you kind of go to this area, and yeah, you see a sword in the stone. And let's go ahead and take our bio break here. We'll be
Alright.
back. The sword and stone. All right.
Right on.
Aim for like 9:15.
Welcome back to Once Upon a Roll, episode 13, I think, still. Yes, we are rejoining the party as they find themselves outside in the court, not the court, the garden of the Queen of Hearts, where you have a young and inexperienced Arthur there with you as you go up and do inspect the sword and the stone.
Hell yeah. First, I'm gonna just drink it in, check out the fine details of this sword.
So are we all
Catch
just gonna give it a pull, just to see? Is that what we're gonna do?
I mean, I know I am.
Can I
Okay.
take a look around to see if anybody's watching us? Because, isn't the one in Disney, on a remote control magnet thing? And,
Yes.
there's, a lock or something, and then, there's a person literally watching it, so that if a little kid goes up to it, they, unlock it, and the kid can pull it out type thing. It's very cute when they do it.
Yeah.
It's very cute. Especially when
All
it's
this is true.
the big bulky guy does it first, and then
Mhm.
5-year-old Vanessa comes waddling up,
Yeah.
and then it happens.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's cute every time.
Mhm.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Not bad.
All right, looking around, yeah, at the immediate grounds, it's pretty quiet. You hear birds chirping, you hear little woodland creatures kind of hopping around. The card guards are not particularly stealthy when it comes to going on their patrols. You do see one a couple 100 yards away. It doesn't appear that you are being watched at this moment by anyone in particular. Not that you can see, anyways.
Okay.
As I kind of approach it, do I notice anything jump out at me about the sword or the stone?
You look down at the sword and stone.
Hmm?
Yes. So you look down and you see kind of engraved at the base of the stone, a very, very old inscription. What appears actually, looking at this stone in general, this looks like it might have been here for a long time. Shaped by the wind, however, unchanging, unmoving, like a fixture in the land. Looking at the sword, you see. That said, while the stone looks ancient, the sword looks immaculate. Beautiful carvings go up the blade, as well as a very intricate design on the hilt, the pommel, and kind of a nice royal gold and purple at the handle. At the bottom, you see inscribed in the stone these words: "Only someone with honor, decency, and inner strength can remove the sword."
Well, 2 out of 3
I'm out.
can't hurt.
I gotta say, I'm out.
I'm going to go ahead and grab it and just give it a gentle pull.
How do you pull it?
With reverence.
with honor, decency, and inner strength.
Oh, well, now that you say that, you kind of like test its. Yeah, that thing ain't budget.
Hmm.
I mean,
These
do we
remind me of the Brennan Lee Mulligan bit. Have you seen that one?
Which one?
The one where he has to improv a contractor who was hired to get the sword out of the stone.
Oh.
Yes.
I have, yeah.
I gotta get my guy. That's if I get my guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in there.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Such a good one.
So Arthur couldn't do it. Andrew said please, and he couldn't do it.
I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't do it. I'm saying if I. Well, hold on. Let me try it one more time.
Go ahead.
No, it's in there. It's in there.
What did you do to make yourself indecent, dude? What?
You're 12. What did you do?
I'm a 12-year-old boy.
Oh no.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe he had.
Were you
There's
not 12?
There's nothing decent about this kid.
Oh,
Well, I
see
know
why
none of
Brennan
us are
doesn't like
decent.
oh, that's funny. Who's
Well-
next?
I'm all out.
I mean, I guess I'll go, but
Do it.
I don't think it's going to apply to me either.
If the 12-year-old can't do it, I don't think any of us can. Everybody's gonna do
all
it
right.
anyway.
Fine, I'm going to go over to it. First, I'm going to place a hand on it and say, all right, you will be a worthy opponent. Put my hands under, and I rage. And if I need to roll, I roll. But with my, rage athletics, just try to yeet it out of there.
You try and pull it out with physical force, and like you're like really gripping in, and you're like almost that you're lifting the stone, but not quite.
Okay.
That sword's in
Guys, good news. I'm just going to use it as a hammer.
that big hammer from Bloodborne.
The Kirk hammer.
Actually, I'm gonna give this another shot. I'm gonna go over, and I'm going to grab it from the top, and with my thumb press that red jewel in the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
See if it's a button.
You push it, kind of mess it around. There's a little bit of grime on it, but it's not doesn't seem to activate that way.
Dang.
Andrew, could you try to get your little flying snake to try to grab it?
Oh yeah, Troggy, come on out here. See if you can do this.
The sword somehow gets more stuck because Trogdor is less decent than everybody.
He's actually wanted for war crimes on 7 different planes.
He's the reason why the
boy.
Geneva Convention exists.
Yeah, you're actually harboring a criminal right now. Not just
That's
you guys.
why I'm not able to pull the stone out.
Ah.
Sword out.
Look at a baby boy.
Froggy comes out. He wraps his bottom half on the handle, and he starts flapping, and he's like flying real hard, trying to like lift it.
Oh, but he's cute while he's trying.
And then he kind of lets go, and he kind of slithers over to you, Andrew, and just kind of like,
It's
failed.
okay,
Oh.
buddy. It's okay. We both failed, and it's okay to fail because we learn from failures.
Yes, we do.
As long as we learn from failures, it's okay to fail.
Artem, Richard, do you guys want to like try a magic thing?
Is that part of the honor and decency part?
I don't have any magic that's gonna help, but I'm just gonna grab it just for the hell of it.
if you are going to try magic, just know I've brought Merlin out here before. He's tried to dispel whatever is keeping it here. It didn't
Oh.
seem to work.
Yeah,
and then he
well,
said it was waste of his time.
okay, but I've got a luck stone, and I grab.
You pull on it,
Yep.
you try holding on to it, doesn't come loose.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I kneel on the rock. I kneel on the rock, and with head bowed, try to pull it out.
You kneel on the rock, and as you kind of position yourself in reverence or respect to the blade, you hold on to it. And there's a moment, like a second, where it feels almost like earlier when you first received the harmonic dueler, when you first started the attunement process. But it was just there for a second and then kind of came loose.
On to something. I think one has to attune to it, and then
While it's in the
then pull
rock.
it out. Yeah, like
I mean-
meditate with it or something.
Stay
But
out here for an
certainly we
hour.
don't have time.
How long until the games start?
It's about 10:30.
Yeah, we got about noon.
Okay.
If we head over in an hour, we should be on time or early.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I've already got a kick-ass sword, so as cool as it would be to like pull the sword from the stone, someone else who could use that sword should probably do it.
I
Out
got
of-
no use for a sword.
Sheer hilarity. I'm gonna ritual cast Unseen Servant.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tell it, hey, Unseen Servant, you should probably pull it. Let's just see.
So you all watch The Unseen Servant.
Or do we?
You're not quite sure if it started to pull it, because nothing happens.
Are you pulling it? Are you doing it? I don't.
You
Good
winning,
talk.
son!
Oh, you're winning, son.
I don't know what I was expecting. That went about as right as I thought.
You don't want to try pulling it?
I mean, I'll try, I guess. Yeah, I'll try pulling it.
Like, but ask
Right,
it
pull it.
nicely while you pull it. I don't know.
But ask it nicely.
I don't know.
Yo, you want to like help us save the world or something?
With
We
you,
need all the help we can
we
get.
could have saved Pooh of the 100-acre wood.
Maybe.
Who might have been able to pull it?
Don't guilt trip the
Oh
sword.
no!
He
Hey, I saved Tigger. I saved one of them.
I guess Pooh really shit the bed, huh?
You did save.
Too
Tigger.
soon. He's
He did
Dead.
save Tigger.
Artem, when you kind of place your hand on the blade and you kind of like, hey, do you want to help us or whatever? And then you remembered that you saved Tigger. In that moment, you are brought to you, but it feels like you are lifted into kind of a dreamlike state. As a partial attunement begins, you kind of stand on a vast precipice. Little fog floats off the featureless ground. The only thing that stands here is you in the blade, positioned in the earth. And not with a voice, but a feeling communicates to you. Kind of like when you're in a dream and you suddenly know something. This impulse asks you, when have you demonstrated honor?
Oh, geez. Was not expecting the quiz.
How does one define honor?
Yeah, I mean, what do you find honorable? I mean, like, I teach people for a living. I try to make sure everybody is safe as much as I can. Tigger got away. I kind of wish that he had helped his friends or caused more of a ruckus, but you know. We freed a bird. We helped.
Don't undersell that.
Oh, upsell that one.
I'm not an
We saved
upseller.
the bird.
I'm
we
not a
saved the
salesman,
bird.
so you know I'm honorable.
Ah,
What are you putting
we-
forward?
I mean, I'm kind of laying it all out, right? I mean, do I just say the things that we've done? I mean, like
saved the Thunderbird and
I
like
mean,
returned its home to it. Like
Thunderbird was a
that
big
was
one.
A big one.
it asked specifically for help, called out to me in a dream, and I was like, I mean, yeah, we should do that, and we did it, and the Thunderbird got out. I even have a feather
the demon
from
that
it.
was inhabiting the mountain that was keeping the Shoshone from their home. Like, sell it.
You recount the tale of when you were called upon by the Thunderbird of Big Thunder Mountain, a spirit that had been contained by nefarious arcane sigils and its own gifts used against itself and the people it was bound to protect. And you recount the story of how you waded into danger and passed monsters to free it and stood tall when it was unleashed. What kind of check would you say? Like a bravery check? Something with either force of will or charisma?
I think that's definitely a charisma roll. Do you want me to just roll flat charisma?
I would say yeah, a charisma, or if you can link it to like some other skill, I would accept it.
I think the only thing I'm not going to say it's performance because it's not performative. I'm telling the truth, and I'm not
It's
telling a
real.
story. But maybe persuasion because I am being honest about it. I am saying it in such a way because I asked it for help specifically when I first started pulling it.
Give me a persuasion check.
15?
Okay.
Can I guidance myself?
There's kind of a on the pommel of the sword, there is a ring of yellow gold light. Once again, you feel the impulse When have you shown decency?
Decency. That's a tough one. But right, it's just the same story. I mean, we did save a bit. No.
This answer has already been submitted.
Oh God.
Decency specifically.
I'm trying to think if we've spared anybody.
We spared Norrington and Cutler Beckett.
Who were they?
They
In the
were
Battle
the-
of Yorktown.
Oh, that's the one I
The
was
rap
not
battle
at.
at sea.
That's right. When I was here, not here.
Yeah,
We helped-
you.
We helped like 999 souls be freed.
That's what I was
Let
gonna
them
say. Yeah, I mean, specifically also prevented her from getting married into giving her soul away. That's kind of like a pretty shit thing for anyone to go through.
Or Melanie. Mhm.
Yeah, let's go with that one because I was here for it.
Okay.
Fair.
I was hoping these skill checks would be easier to think of on the fly. Okay. You recount the story of how once again you waded into danger, into a literal haunted mansion, where you almost fell to the very first thing that greeted you there. But still, you persisted on. You were told stories by one of Richard's ancestors about this crazy, blood obsessed woman. But you waded past the mazes, the tricks, the traps. You spoke to Madame Leota. And when the time came to take a side, you took the side of the bride, Melanie Ravenswood, and you heard her out at the end. And in doing so, you were able to free the 999 bound souls of the Ravenwoods Manor, aka the Haunted Mansion. What kind of skill check would you try to lean on while recounting this experience? I'm thinking something with, in a way, chivalry. Again, I could see a push for something charisma based.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess this one might be more performance because it's not about asking for help. It's showing that I have done something worthwhile.
Okay.
And detailing it in a specific way that would get that point across specifically.
Yeah.
All right, give me a performance roll.
That one's good.
A second gold ring forms.
Yeah.
Lastly, one more impulse, a feeling comes to you. When have you shown inner strength?
Well, I have to have inner strength because I have a negative score to my strength.
Any strength comes from within.
There, so it's got
It sure ain't outer strength.
That being said, this is a little metagamey, but the inner strength there is that I am making sure that we are able to keep going, even if I'm physically not the one pushing us, because I have made sure to take every healing bard thing that I possibly could. Every level
have.
up.
You definitely have. You have taken lots of support and healing spells to Whether on a meta level or not, you didn't have to do that. But as it stands right now, buddy, you are the healer. So, you tell the story of this, watching out for your friends, your allies, inspiring them, both healing them and inspiring them through your words, through your music, through your force of being. For this last one, I would like you to make a charisma check, but you may do so with advantage.
Okay. There's one.
These are good rolls.
Okay, so 20.
Okay.
A third golden ring appears, hovering around. And suddenly, they all and go into the pommel of the sword and rush down like a burst of energy, like electricity, all at once light up the intricate designs along the blade.
Holy shit.
As the blade comes alive, and you can feel yourself as if like pulling from a stick of butter.
Is the butter
Cut
frozen?
back.
Sorry.
Cut back. This, as far as the rest of you can tell, this has been like a second. Like no time has passed. Arnum's like, like I did save Tigger or whatever, like, and then Arnum pulls it forward like nothing.
I knew it. I knew it!
Does this mean I'm king?
I think so.
Fuck yeah.
Still waiting on the DNA test.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arthur's like, yeah, so I don't feel. Oh my god! And he's like doubles over. Like, the first try? Just the first try?
I mean, it didn't feel like one try. There was a whole like magical vision quest thing that just happened. Was it?
Don't
was it-
lie. You just pulled it out. It's
No, I
These
had to,
bards
like,
and they're exaggerating, huh?
these bars.
Typical bard.
Does it what does it do? Does it feel cool? Like, is it magical? Is it just lighting up for no reason? What's up?
I mean, like pulling it out felt cool. Maybe that's the cool part.
Praising.
Jesus Christ.
Pulling it out felt cool.
I've been thinking phrasing for this entire bit.
Because you've successfully passed the attunement challenge, you have automatically attuned to the call to arms.
Ooh.
The call to arms is a +1 longsword that requires attunement. While you are attuned to it, your charisma goes up by 2.
Nice.
It's a fucking balloons.
Once per short rest, you may perform a commander strike, where you direct an ally to strike a foe. The ally uses their reaction on their next turn to make a weapon attack. It is as if the Battlemaster's commanding strike.
Oh.
Lastly, stirring execution. When you kill an enemy with this blade, allies within 30 feet of you gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier.
Sick.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Alright, so I'm gonna need you to just start attacking people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of health, but okay.
I'll shadow you. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Artem, if you're looking for what this is based off of, this is a pretty beat for beat lift of Duke Ravengard's sword
Okay.
Oh,
from
cool.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Nice.
Ooh.
With the added change that to receive the stirring execution, you must have delivered a finishing blow with the blade.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
So, yeah, you pull the sword free, and when you do, you kind of have it in your hand. It feels powerful. It feels like not sentient, but almost like a feeling,
It knows what
a
it
guiding
is.
hand. The stone breaks in half and then turns to dust and then is blown away by the wind.
I didn't do that part.
Ooh. I think you're going to get in trouble.
Destroyed her favorite
You
rock or
witnessed.
something.
You witnessed what happened.
I did do it.
I know, but
Oh,
you
no,
witnessed
I
it.
brought you guys here.
You're an outside party. Like, if
How
we
much can we
corroborate
get
it,
for Merlin, though? Let's sell it. It'll be fine.
Oh, Merlin will definitely take it from you guys if that's what you guys are looking to do.
No, I'm not selling this.
No.
All right. Well, you guys wanted to buy some stuff, right?
Yeah.
We'll work a good deal if you're looking to sell that.
No.
Yeah. I'll have it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna keep that.
I think. God, we have the Clockwork Amulet. I don't even know what that does, to be honest.
Oh, isn't
got a
that the?
cereal box full of teeth. You want it?
Ooh.
We do have a box of teeth.
Doesn't the Clockwork Amulet turn anything into a 10?
Yeah, well, I think
Mhm.
it's only like
Once
once
a
per day. Yeah. But
Maybe
still,
we
for a
should-
common item, it's pretty awesome.
From Mechanus. Very nice.
Unless there's something you guys want to speak about, maybe we should talk about this back at the workshop.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Thanks for bringing us out here. We really appreciate it. Poor guy. Think about this, Artem. He just spent probably years of his life coming out here twice a day to pull that, and you pulled it out on round 1.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, you
I-
really said fuck that kid.
You guys head back into the castle, and Arthur's like, Merlin, Merlin, Merlin! They did it! They pulled out the sword! And he runs over, he's like, all right, yeah, sure they did. Okay, what really happened? And he turns around and says, holy shit! You guys actually did it! I thought a god put it there as a joke.
I mean, they might have.
They might have.
They might have. Oh my god. You don't want to maybe trade it in for something? Maybe a
No.
nice instrument instead, Mr. Bardman?
This is my instrument now.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, well, the game's going to start soon, so what can I get you folk?
All right, kids, we got 171 total gold between all of us, and that's including what we found in the maze.
That's including my 50 gold worth of gems and the 21 gold I've got on hand.
Probably not, but I'm pretty sure that involves the gold that you have. I will have
Oh, okay, cool.
verify. I've
Yeah, make sure
got-
Yeah, I don't have a ton. I have 19. I didn't pick up anything else there, did I? I still have a stick of dynamite.
I think you should keep that.
I think we should keep that one too.
Andrew, how much in gems?
50.
Not including that. So with that, we got do.
I still have 7 flasks of oil
That
from
should
my
do it.
starting gear. Like, we probably don't need that many. So if we wanted to get rid of some of it just for some extra cash.
Flask of oil is 1 silver.
Oh, never mind. I guess let's just keep
You'd
it.
think it'd be more than that.
I think it's just
I
because
feel
it's
like
a
oil's pretty
utility. I think it's because it's a utility item and you still need fire to ignite it type thing.
Yeah.
321.
Mm.
Sure, you don't want the box of teeth?
Yes, I'm
It
quite
just
sure.
love
I
teeth.
have all
So
the
if we're
pieces of you that I need. Thank you. And he holds up 2
What?
test tubes of hair.
Where'd you get?
We
What?
Don't worry
kind of
about
told
it.
him he
It's-
could test us.
What?
Yeah.
since,
Testing.
since we're going to be mining, do we think something like long stride or climbing would be helpful?
We already have climbing, I believe, because
Did we?
I
Did
bought
we buy that
that.
last time?
I bought that after selling my armor.
I feel like Lantern of Revealing could be interesting, but that's
Ooh. You know, oh, never mind. We could
2,500.
not afford it. I was going to say goggles at night because we are all humans without dark vision going into a
We've
mine.
got the Moonblade.
Well, we've got
That's
the
true, that's
Moonblade
true.
and we have torches, technically. I have my hooded lantern still, so, like, we have things.
Yeah.
all right. I've got like a focused lantern, right?
Yeah, both
Bullseye.
of us do.
Oh, I've got a hooded.
Yeah. That's the one that focuses it
Who
forward.
do I gotta kill to get a cloak of protection? Freaking 2,000 gold? That's crazy. That's crazy money.
Mm-hmm.
Cloak of protection's pretty good. It protects you. It's pretty self-evident.
I feel like I need protection.
That
Pole
ring
of
of
collapsing. What's a pole of collapsing? Is
I
it
think
just a
it literally
collapsible
just
pole?
yeah.
Wait! You can use an action to speak a command word and cause it to collapse into a 1-foot long rod for ease of storage. The pole's weight doesn't change. You can use the action to speak a different command word and cause the rod to revert to a pole. However, the rod will elongate only as far as the surrounding space allows.
Mm.
It's quite handy, I'll say. And he pulls out like a foot-long rod, and he kind of hits a button, and it shoots up, and it hits like a hanging brazier, and it kind of sways around. And it's like, oh shit! Oh shit! And it's like, oh
'Cause
boy,
it's-
get that!
To clarify, it starts at 10, you can shrink it, and then when you hit it again, it just grows.
Oh, I've seen those on Amazon. Yeah, they're like $20.
They're like 20? Oh, shit.
This one seems more legit, though.
Instrument of Illusions.
I do have a feeling because having been spelunking once, ring of
Gross.
water walking might be useful in a big cave thing.
Why'd you go spelunking?
Because it was lava tubes in Iceland and it was kind of cool.
That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, all right.
Although it
As long as you're
tore
not
the
going too deep.
fuck out of my knees.
Yeah, that'll
I
do it.
bet.
I should have had
Increases
knee
physical
pads for that. It was
visual
bad.
effects include luminous musical notes, spectral.
Artem, have you watched that Jacob Geller Fear of the Dark video yet?
Yeah, I watched it. Yep.
How much would this indestructible arrow get us?
Oh, these are one of mine.
Not anymore. Well, it could be for the right price.
Sucks to suck.
I mean, I made it. It was working with the indestructible charm. So far, I've only been able to get things that are about yay thick. So, still tinkering with it. The indestructible arrow? Say 75 gold.
I mean, if we can't afford anything immediately, I'd say we hang on to it because it essentially functions as an immovable rod that doesn't like stay in place, but we could still use it to
Right.
like, prop something infinitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like an immovable rod? I have those.
I know.
Merlin,
but
we
it's
can't afford it.
5,000. Oh no, it's 3,000. Oh, or is it
Oh,
5?
here it says 5.
Oh, it's 5,000. We're never gonna afford
Merlin, where's the
Yes.
Temu sale? Where's my coupon code?
Yeah, what's with the prices here?
Is that
Certainly.
another wizard?
He sells stuff on the cheap. On
Don't
the
trust that wizard.
cheap.
That sounds like bunk.
You're right. It's all like fast items and stuff like that. Like they're only good for only like a couple uses anyway. But yeah, we can't afford.
it. Let me ask you a question.
Shopping after rent.
Have any of the other teams been able to afford anything here?
Oh yes,
What?
Is it the Fab Five?
yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Is it
What did
only
they buy?
them?
Well, as I told you before,
Is this a shop for rich
The-
people?
Yeah.
I was able to barter with Joe Cool, though that was for a very specific reason. But yes, the older duck fellow, Mr. Scrooge,
Motherfucker.
quite shrewd deal maker, I will say, has been in here quite a bit.
What has he looked at or purchased?
What has he purchased? He definitely got potions of healing.
Mhm.
Do one of these cookies or potions make you shrink?
The potion, I think, does that, right?
I do. Maybe. I just want to confirm before saying we are going into
Oh.
a fucking mine.
No, we know for sure the potion does it, because that's what the
It
giant.
links to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But we are doing mine work. If this is involving getting into like tiny spaces,
I'll be honest. Having been spelunking, that's definitely useful.
I've seen a
He-
lot of horror stuff involving caving. I think
Mhm.
we need.
Oh, I had to crawl on hands
He-
and like army crawl
He-
through part of it.
No.
He mostly took smaller items. Scroll of Protection, Scroll of Long Strider. Took a couple Scroll of Shields.
Okay.
He's got money. That's not fair. I mean, it's fair, but it's not fair.
He
Can
definitely
we get on his
came-
tab?
He
He's good for it.
specifically told me to not do that if you asked.
But we got the cool sword.
Yes, which if you would like to
No.
sell to me,
No.
we could make a deal.
No.
Fine deal. You want the immovable rod, right? We could do a tradesy for it.
I'm okay.
A tradesy.
A little tradesy.
Do we have enough for
How
the-
much would you
drinking
give
potion?
for
We have-
this?
212.
Are you trying?
What'll
Is
this
that-
get me?
Is that a rob? Are you trying to rob me, or are you actually offering it to me?
Only if it would work. Would it work if I was robbing you? Would this work?
No.
No? Then no, I'm not doing it.
Okay. It
Just
just
showing
the
you
way
this
you said it
gun.
had like a threatening aura to it.
Really? Interesting
Yeah,
you would
like,
say that.
It's like right in my face. Like I don't need. Can I look at it? Are you handing it to me to look at, or are you like threatening me with it?
Oh, yeah, sure, you can take a look. I'll just... Oh, the safety was off. It's on. Safety's on. There you go.
Yeah, don't turn the safety
Safety's on.
off unless you're going to
I'll
actually
just go ahead.
shoot-
I'll just go ahead and unload this thing.
Yeah. Open
Very
barrel
small
indicator and
arrows.
all of it.
Looks like a scroll of non-magic missile.
Yes, pretty much.
Kinda. And
I'm
it
just
will
not guaranteed to hit.
listen,
We all
these are the
have one.
fastest arrows you have ever seen in your life.
But they are loud. These are
They're
not for
loud?
stealth missions.
I bet if I enchanted this, you could really see some cool shit.
I bet you could. Like what?
I mean,
Like
if you
what?
wanted to enchant it, we could be the guinea pigs for you. I mean, we'll go out and test it for you.
Experimental stuff?
It's like guinea pigs, you say, and Arthur's behind him, like,
I mean, if you want to put some
he
cr-
would
crazy
buy,
shit.
He would buy the gun off you for 75 gold.
Ah,
We all have
even
a
if I
gun.
sold...
We do all have a gun.
I mean, I'll give it my gun.
Good, because I can't emotionally get rid of my gun. I'm connected to it now.
We do have currently 221 gold.
You see, my friend, he's an American. This is how we feel about our guns.
Is that a tribe of
Uh,
savages?
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
All right. Well, what do you want? The games are going to start soon, so you need to make a decision.
I mean, do you want to enchant the gun and we'll test it out for you and see what it does?
Huh?
If you want to sell me the gun, and then I can enchant it, and then I can sell it back to you.
Wait.
Mm,
See, but then we'd be paying to test something.
No,
Yeah.
you'd be paying to use it.
No, we'd be paying to test something because
With
you
my
don't know.
step
You don't know
of
what the
approval.
enchantment's gonna do
Merlin's
to it.
Magical Emporium Incorporated.
I just love the no.
All my products have a little bit of me. And he
Oh,
like
God.
winks, and there's like a little sparkle.
Oh wow.
I mean,
I've also got this Thorn Crystal of Brightness.
Wait. That's
yeah, but that
useful.
could
That's
be
nice.
uber useful in the cavern.
Every
Oh,
time Merlin's
yeah,
like,
actually.
do you want to sell that? I'm like, no, we're keeping it.
Doesn't it cast
charges
light
are
or
left.
something with one charge?
I don't even think it uses a charge for that. First command word causes a bright light. This effect doesn't expend a charge. So bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30.
We should just keep that straight out.
So
and
that's like a waterproof
yeah.
lantern. Yeah.
We keep bringing
You don't
this,
want to sell.
this guy
No.
these things. They were like, ah.
Are you just lording all of your stuff in front of me to not
Yeah,
sell
you
it to
with
me?
the
I
list.
don't understand.
Look at your list and tell me who's lording.
My stuff is quite modest compared to what you all have. You look freaking
Modest. If it's so modest, why are you only offering 75 gold?
It's true.
You're charging thousands of gold for this stuff. Come on now.
Well, that's good shit.
And this
You gotta go
isn't.
get that. Comparatively speaking,
Listen.
no.
Listen, we can test it out right now, and I pointed at Arthur. I do have the safety on.
I just want to
Like,
take
please
Merlin
no.
with us.
Please no.
I mean, you want to see what happens to him? But you can't,
I mean, I would.
'Cause I'm not
I would
gonna-
be lying to say.
because
I'll
the
go
only
ahead
way you're
and
gonna
load my
test
gun
it
back
is if you have it.
Shoulder.
Oh,
But you don't have it, do you?
Well, it looks like we're not going to be buying anything this round either. We just can't seem to scrape up the funds for some fun things. Even though that circlet of blasting, I'm sure, is real cool.
I was thinking about that for mining too. You imagine
Right.
just like shatter mining?
Yeah.
The
That'd be just
of drinking.
all right. Nerd brain was just like, there should be a place called the Shatter Mines because this sounds cool.
It does
Anyways,
kind of sound cool.
right? Anyways,
Terrible layer actions. Are we? So are we just gonna skip out after giving Merlin like an ungodly amount of shit?
The
Yeah.
the
Just
Yep.
leave?
well the
No,
only
'cause-
thing the only thing I think we actually should get is the drink me potion.
Yes.
Okay.
Like we only need the one, technically. I feel.
Just in case we run into something that we absolutely need it for.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm removing my 50 gold worth of gems and the 21 gold pieces, or just the 50?
Whatever you feel is necessary, because I just have like a group of funds over here.
So you'd like to buy one of the drink me potions?
Could we trade it for one of the eat me cookies that we have?
Oh, yes!
Because we have multiple cookies.
we had three. I
Got
believe.
3 more cookies.
Yeah, sure. If that's what you want to do.
Let's do that.
Oh, Merlin, that's actually a lot. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys don't know what the next challenge involves. You might need to be big or small.
That's true.
Even
or not.
Steven, 2 cookies for 2 potions?
2 cookies, 2 potions. 1 for 1, yeah.
Alright.
Or
Fair trade.
do we want to keep 2 cookies, buy 1 potion, and trade for 1 so that we have 2 cookies,
Oh,
2
2 and
potions?
2. Okay.
That might be good.
Let's do that.
Technically, we have an extra cookie in rotation. Because I gave one to Richard.
Richard has one.
Oh.
Do you need me to give it back?
No. I've got 3 on me, so
So
get rid
we're...
of 2.
Well,
Yeah.
then we could just trade 2 for 2, and then you have 1 cookie, Richard has 1 cookie, and then we have 2 potions. I think that's fine. Let's not waste money
Okay,
if we
cool.
don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It
Cool.
sounds that you're settled. If you do come across any gold or gems or jewels in your travels, as always, feel free to come back here. And if you don't come back here, please at least die in a way that would make it easy to recover that sword. I really like that sword. So
Absolutely
There he
fucking
is.
not. I'm falling into
There
a
he
goddamn
is.
hole.
I'm just saying, if you're dying, just don't put it under a rock or something.
I'm
so I
gonna
can
make
collect it
sure
later.
that if
Goes
I'm
into
about to
another
die,
rock.
I cast Shatter above myself so that I'm buried with this sword.
Who hurt
They
you?
say-
Why are you like this?
They say
You
you
hurt
can't
me,
take it-
Merlin! You hurt me with your egregious
can't take
prices!
They
I
say
thought
you
the
can't take-
sorcerer is bad, but you have something up your spine. I don't know what's going on with you.
It's called capitalism.
They say you can't take it with you, but he'll find a way.
No.
You will.
You can't
Just-
take it with you.
Listen, I'm Russian. I'm a petty bitch.
Oh my God. Might be worse than the American.
I like that we just rolled in, pointing guns at this guy and his ward, and we're just
That
like,
was the most
actually, we're not
awful-
gonna buy anything. Here's some cookies.
This is
See you later.
typical D&D harassment.
I don't know what I
Parties
did.
are
All I
nightmares.
do is offer to help you when you attack me.
We didn't attack, we just vaguely threatened, which is still not great.
No, it's on par for D&D.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love this game.
All right. Well, we won't. I'd like to get at least to what I believe is a cliffhanger. Is there anything you would like to do before the second Queen Games?
That pull of collapsing could have been helpful, though, huh?
I mean, everything in there could have been helpful.
That immovable rod is probably going to be weirdly helpful when we don't have it.
Of course.
I'm kind of wondering if the pull of collapsing is going to be more beneficial than the indestructible arrow.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. I kind of wish the pull of collapsing had like a strength thing on it. Like if it was also indestructible, then oh my god, it would be amazing because you could just part anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's just an upgrade on the immovable rod.
Yeah, right.
Immovable
would be
pole.
solid.
Homebrew item.
That would be a solid, take this, but with this enchantment, and then
Yeah.
figure that out.
The immovable rod and the unstoppable pole. That's how you put them together.
Jesus.
All right.
Okay.
You guys have already done your inspiring speech. You've successfully claimed the call to arms sword. You guys head up towards the throne room where you've met before. You see the White Rabbit is there, like, hello, best of luck. You see the other team start filing in. The 7 dwarves are there. It looks like for this round, it appears that 2 are going to be sitting out. 2 that were out last time.
Is it sleeping Dopey?
Dopey
No! They're
Are in-
dwarves!
Yeah.
They do this for a
Oh,
living!
yeah. Yeah, this is what we were saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It just hit me.
Hi ho,
Mhm.
hi ho. They're like going to work. It's a
I
normal
shoot a
fucking
dwarf. No.
Day. There you go.
They kind of look over at you guys like,
Hi-ho, let's diggy diggy
Hey.
hole.
may the best dwarf win, right?
They're from Brooklyn
Yeah.
now?
Yeah,
I
They were
can't
always
believe
from
that
Brooklyn.
was grumpy. To be honest.
Hey, Snow White, what you doing with that apple over there? Come on.
Oh, not them. They don't arrive. They are all dead.
Thanks.
What a sentence.
Sorry, hold on. Piling in from the back, outside, you see Team Snow Bros. Notably,
Snowbros.
you see...
Hey, the dude's small.
Yeah.
is actually still quite tall, but like your guys is like the high end of medium sized.
Mhm.
And Joe Cool immediately runs over to you, Rich. She's like, Rykard, how do? How have you been? How was the first challenge? Was it good?
First challenge was good. Looking forward to the second one, and you.
I did what you asked. I did not use axe, so I used just my bare fists and pulled the trees from the ground and threw my allies. I feel like I'm
Wow.
even stronger now. Thanks to your
Well-
words. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. Yeah.
I do think, because I am now of teeny proportions as all are you all are, I have been advocated to be small for this next challenge. That my size might not be the best advantageous. So I probably will be using my axe for this challenge, but...
But still strong, though, right?
Oh yes, even stronger than before. All thanks to your kind words.
Richard, what the fuck you
Great.
saying?
I told him not to use his axe, and I thought that would be a good thing.
Seems like it was
flexing.
for
He's,
him.
Like, veins are popping all around.
Premium
Mhm.
grade beef, my friend. You look amazing. Man, what the fuck? Why is everybody stronger than
Oh,
me?
hey, I heard you've been talking to Merlin.
Oh yes, he is the one that gave me, and it's like, he shows like a little drink me potion, but it's even like more vibrant and fizzing than the ones
Uh-huh.
that you saw before.
Well, I've been talking with Merlin myself. Looking forward to catching up on that a bit later.
Oh yes, well sure. Assuming you live today, we should hang out later. Maybe catch up.
Yeah, assuming you live today.
Oh,
We'll see you then.
all right. Good luck. And he hits you, but it's that like it hurts. It's not like, oh, like we're friends. It's like that, like, oh my god. Okay, sure, that's
yeah.
fine.
I was imagining that more like when Hulk punches.
Thor?
Was it like him and Thor just like boom?
It doesn't like send you flying, but you like everyone hears that hit. And you're all kind of like, oh.
Oh.
Should I have been
Oh.
accepted that? Did you get
Yep,
get
that
hurt?
would have been nice.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm just gonna pet myself up for the next 10 minutes.
You took that
And
hit
last-
so good.
Lastly, the new Fab Five all come walking in. Well, round two. How are we feeling today?
Dandy.
Like-
A little tired. Didn't sleep good. You know,
Hmm.
new bed.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, it's like I've got like something new, and I've got the sword draped over my shoulders. Something new.
That's fancy. Going. That sounds about right. Just go and take things that don't belong to you.
I mean, I think it does belong to me, because I was the only one who could take it.
Just like you took the key from my mansion and my gem. Don't think I haven't seen my gem over there.
Jim.
Well,
Wait, the one that the monster was carrying?
Oh, that was yours.
who do you think paid them?
They were paid laborers?
Yes. You think
mean,
they
listen,
just stand there for no reason?
I mean,
Honestly, yes. Listen, props to you. Credit where it's due. You created a job there, but what?
I know. I'm a good person.
No, that's not what I said.
I am a job creator. You all need me.
No, see, it should be a plus, not a. You know what? Now's not the time. We're all about the hard laborers anyway, in this mine challenge, I suppose.
Oh. You think that's what it is? Something with mines?
Oh, why? Do you already know? Much like you probably have an edge in all these other competitions, Mr. Playfair.
Who could say?
I would like to insight that.
You could say.
I would like to insight his who can say, or just his whole, Yeah, yeah, Artem already did it. Yeah, I would like to do the same.
Who can say?
You can say.
He definitely knows something.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Ooh.
victory's gonna be sweeter when we beat the cheater. That's all I'm saying.
I'd like to give them a once-over and see if anything, any tools or items or something they're wearing, if anything kind of hints at what kind of challenge we're looking at, like certain knee pads or lighter shoes or anything like that. Any
Give me an
tell?
investigation check.
Got a -1 to that, only a 5.
Someone
I
needs
mean-
to tell them all about the Nutty Putty Cave incident just to scare the shit out of them because we're going into mines.
What is it called?
The Nutty Putty Cave incident. It's horrifying.
that's
Andrew,
what the
you're not
descent is
looking for
based on?
anything. Anything they might have might be hidden or might just be enchanted them on the ready. So it's hard to say.
Gotcha.
Um, all I'll say is
yeah.
sometimes it pays to have friends in low places. Good luck.
I look to the two chipmunks.
We're like,
Can I step
Chip
on
and
one
Dale.
of them?
Are you the friends in
we
low
haven't met
places?
yet, but okay, we'll talk later.
Bye.
As they walk away, McDuck, one quick question. Birds or ducks, are they mammals or birds?
Birds, of course.
That's what I thought. All right, see you later.
Ah!
Oh, that's real funny. That's real. How do you have so many fingers?
Which one is my middle one?
This one.
Yeah, it doesn't work with webbing, does it, buddy?
Screw you! Found it at the end. Found the exit at the end. Yes, you hear trumpets blaring. Everyone stands at attention, all the guards, and Harold's like, announcing Her Royal Majesty, the Queen of Hearts! And,
Hey, does anybody know if today's her birthday or not?
I think we should just assume it is.
Probably not.
On birthday, right? Still?
On birthday. Probably
Probably
on
on
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
everyone should
Happy on
know that
birthday to.
your on-birthday is every day that is not your birthday.
It's not her birthday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when her birthday is. I just wanted to clarify.
It is when she decides it is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hello, good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Everyone find their rooms acceptable and snuggly or whatever, things like that.
Oh, they were great. Thank you so much for your hospitality,
Fantastic.
Majesty.
Very good. I picked out all the decor myself.
And
You
it's
can see
amazing. An amazing
It is.
interior designer.
And
Yeah,
to
not-
be doing all
not-
this work on your birthday, that's just too gracious.
I know. 2 days in a row. Who could see it coming? Not me.
Not me. Oh,
Not me.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
You stop. Stop.
Oh, you stop.
No, it was
like
absolutely exquisite. It was almost as good as W's room himself.
Almost as good?
Yeah, nearly. Almost as good. Not quite, but it was. Gosh, I mean, for a room that we all get to stay at, yeah, it was very nice.
I'm sure. Find out who this W is, and I want him. I want his head. All right. Well, the second games, as I'm sure you're all wondering what the next challenge will be. Anyone have any guesses? Any clues?
I'm sure we'll just have to dig at it.
Oh.
I'm sure the prize will be mine in the end.
That's where you're wrong.
Oh.
Oh.
Because
I'm
the
going to stand out
prize-
from the competition, be a real diamond in the rough.
The prize, I assure you, is mine.
Mhm.
The second game, what's yours is mine. For this next challenge. You will be going to my private mines. It's a very simple challenge. Currently, work has come to a somewhat stop due to unsafe working conditions.
This
But that's
challenge
where all
is free.
you come
This
in.
challenge is just free labor, isn't it?
You will go into the mines using my carts, find the barrels of gold and gems, and then bring them to me. Now, let it not be known that I am a selfish or prudish queen. In exchange for doing this for me, you may collect half of what you are able to collect. Keep whatever, half of what you find.
The winner does,
See?
or
Isn't that
everyone
nice?
does?
That's amazing.
I guess
Everyone
anybody
does.
who isn't eliminated, we're still in an elimination thing, I take it.
If
It's not about
you
who
are-
wins, it's about who doesn't lose the most.
If you come back with the least amount of gold, gems, or jewels, you shall be eliminated. And as we discovered yesterday, we all know what happens when you are eliminated.
Free candy! Right?
Did that
Yeah.
happen already? Like, was it a public thing?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're gone. They're
Well,
dead. But don't worry, because there will be another one today. Yay! I'm so excited.
Depending on how this goes, we may be attending as special guest. Ha!
You might be the guest of honor.
Yeah!
Yes, so you will all be going in teams of 5. You will be operating a minecart. There are different positions on said minecart to maneuver through the mines. This is not like Thunder Mountain, where it was mostly automatic. There's the like lever part, the hand cart part. There is the handbrake cart. There is the back cart, which was where you will store barrels of gold, and then there's the front cart, which is one would assume the lookout for whatever may come. Yes. So you will need to decide who is taking what position.
Do we have a little, like, display of the different segments of the minecart and, like, the roles associated?
3 carts.
Mhm.
1 cart in the front, lookout. Middle cart,
Okay.
hand cart. 2 people
Gotcha,
moving
okay.
the carts.
Okay,
Back
let's have
cart,
our melee
brake
people
cart.
there, I guess.
Okay, highest perception up front.
that's what I was
I
thinking.
I
I've got a
could go in the
+5.
back. I have sometimes been able to use my wind abilities to kind of help steer things, so maybe I could be useful in the back.
If I can suggest something, highest perception in the front and give them the gem and just have it active.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got a
Oh,
spotlight.
the light.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's like one swing person that can be kind of move around because there's like 4 roles.
I'm gonna volunteer myself as swing because of all of my support spells. Because I can guidance
Okay.
people, I can bardic inspiration them. I think I should be able to move around and buff whoever needs it.
Cool.
I'm going to assume the break is more of a dexy job. I've got a +2 to strength, but a +6. Oh, those are my saving throws.
Probably still
Yeah,
have a high
+2 to
dex.
strength and a +3 to dex.
The break is more strength as well.
Oh, strength as well. Gotcha.
Mm.
Well, I've got an athletics of +5,
Not bad.
perception of +5. I guess
I
who
got
has the highest perception?
probably not me. Mine's like +2.
I also have 3.
1, 2.
It might be
Tony?
you, Andrew.
I do not have high perception.
All right,
I'm a
I'm up
+1.
front.
All right, you're up front. So then Richard on the break and the back.
I'm not very strength based. The best I've got is magic. Although I do have cookie. That would help with strength.
True.
Yeah.
If
I mean, I'm
if I could fit
assuming.
still.
I would assume, like you said at the top, we would melee people on the levers, right?
Yeah, I don't know what position that leaves me then.
You can also summon Miss Ravenswood, and she might be able to give some assistance.
I mean, wherever I am, I feel like one of my, contributions is just whenever there's like a gust of wind or something else that might be able to help us.
Give for this challenge only, give Richard the peg leg.
Mm-mm.
Because you got a high strength without it even. That means we could have
That's
the
true.
levers with 2 strength people and then break with a high strength.
So we need 3 strength people for this?
I think.
Okay.
You can assign people to whatever roles.
But it's
But
3
if you
things
need to-
that are strength-based skill checks, though.
But we do
For-
have the peg leg. You're right. We can.
Unless you can make an argument for persuading or dexing the break lever.
Nah, the only thing I could think to do is my wind powers.
I would say
Yeah,
that
I mean, if you're willing to part from the peg leg, I mean, that would help distribute out to 3 different strength rolls.
I could argue dex for break because it's more of a finesse thing to make sure you're not like slamming on the brake. You can like slow at an even pace.
That's true.
But I'm also not on the brake, so
I imagine strength is more like if you need.
I'll
an
say
absolute
that's
sudden
conditional
stop.
based on events that may or may not happen.
gotcha. Okay.
Maybe we will have to slam on the brake.
hmm
I think that's okay. Like because what does the peg leg do? It gets you to a minimum of the strength.
19
Yeah.
strength.
It gives
score,
them
I
a
think.
plus 4 strength.
I mean that.
Tony, are you willing to part with it?
The peg leg? I mean, it just has to be handed off. I mean, I just have to reattach it afterward.
Does it need
If
to
it's
be
gonna-
attuned? Do we have time to attune to it?
I don't think it costs any attunement because art
No,
and
it's
tone
meant to
pass
be-
between each other.
Yeah. That would give. So that takes strength to a plus 4, which would take me to a plus 3, I think, naturally.
But you and
Uh.
Sydney are going to be on the levers together, so that might.
I have a
be-
plus
Okay.
4.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and I'm fine plus 3 raging. Then I'm at advantage for all of it
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
That's fine.
we'll do that
Yeah,
then.
I'll
I'll take the peg leg.
I'll unwrap it or however it's secured, hand it over.
I mean, it's either that or you could give him the entire axe, and then you don't have to do that, and it's an easy pass off if you
I'm
need
not
it.
touching that axe. I don't care if they say it's not on it anymore.
I also.
Also,
Oh, because
in case
it's stuck
we-
to the cursed one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also
Shit,
in
never
case we
mind,
need to get swinging during the minecart ride,
Yeah.
I should have my weapon. But I can unwrap the because it's just kind of fastened on there. I can
Yeah.
undo that and hand that too.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, I mean, if you're just operating a lever, it's fine. But it is. Ryan gave me special permission to use it the way I've been using it. It's like supposed to be like peg leg in one hand, other object in the other hand.
Would a large person fit inside of this?
A large person would fit inside of it, but only one large person would fit inside of it. You could not fit another person inside of it.
Okay. Well, I'll have the cookie as a backup in case I need to have advantage as well.
There you go.
Do you want to take one of the drinks just in case you need to suddenly go back down?
Sure. Good lord, they're huge. We are so tiny.
I like big pictures, but go ahead, update your tokens, and place yourselves where you want to be. One is the lookout, who will be seeing what happens first. Middle is the hand car, which will be moving it. The last is the brake.
Alright.
Don't forget you got 10 hit points from the rousing speech.
Yeah.
There are like medium-sized walls on each side. You're not fully encased inside. I'm evoking like Donkey Kong here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. How
Did
is
I
it-
or did I not predict Donkey Kong Minecart Ride last week? That's all I want to say.
You
You
did.
might have actually.
It may also be because I'm currently playing the re-release of Returns.
How dark is it, or do we know anything about that? Like, are there lights on the cart at all?
There are not lights on the cart.
All right. I recommend putting one of my hooded lanterns right on the front, or one of the hooded lanterns that we have, so that there's just an
Okay.
always-on spotlight. And then Andrew, you
That's a
just
good idea.
always have the illuminated thing on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Cool.
Okay, this is going to be a mix of maps, skill checks, and decisions. Have you guys fully prepared yourselves? So who's doing what? I should say.
I am up front on perception and
Okay.
whatever that entails. Steering?
Get an IR middle.
I'm on brakes with the peg leg.
And I'm floater.
Yeah, Sid and I are. There's 2 levers in the center cart, Ryan. Is that correct?
It's the Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, we're pumping. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
think I'll even
Put a
need
pump
the giant thing because I've got my magical guidance, so I basically have advantage. If I ever fail, then I'll just use a sorcery point to try again.
Mm.
So if anyone
That is
else
a
wanted
good
the
feature.
giant thing,
That's not actual size. That's just to visualize where you guys will be.
Oh, okay.
When you say the giant thing, you mean the peg leg, Richard?
no, I need the peg leg. I mean, I don't need the potion to become I don't need the cookie to
Gotcha.
become a giant.
Gotcha.
All right. You guys kind of coordinate. You look around and spying the other teams. The dwarves are kind of like, all right, like you got this. We can do this. We do this all the time. We can do this. It's like, remember what we talked about? The Fab Five were like, yes, and they kind of all put out. They have their lanterns. They have heavy duty boots on. They have picks. It seems that are prepared for what is coming. The Snow Bros are there. Jokul kind of looks at you guys as like, good luck, don't die.
Good luck, and if you die, may it be glorious.
Before we set out, can we inspect this cart real quick? Just real quick, because some wording that was said during the speech kind of set me off a little bit.
Yeah, someone with a better investigation than +1 should scope out the carts.
I scope out the carts.
No, plus
The queen kind of waves. It's like, good luck, everyone, and remember, what's yours is mine. And you guys are once again kind of Star Trek beamed, teleported inside the just outside the mouth of a cave, and you can see about 50 feet down, Team Snow Bros. 50 feet down, 7 dwarves. 100 feet down, Fab 5. It seems that you guys are all
tracks.
parallel tracks, all going into the same mine shaft,
oh no.
into the same system of mines.
How
We're
far
gonna
are
play
we
some
from the
defense,
other
aren't we?
teams?
50 feet.
You wanted to inspect the train or the cart.
Just real quick, because again, some verbiage that was used kind of like made me a little suspicious.
Is that what the 14 is?
That is what my investigation was. Yeah.
Looking around at all the wheels, everything seems connected. There's chains going between each cart. It seems fully connected. As best as you can tell, it seems to be in functioning order.
You ever heard the term grease the wheels?
I have.
think I'm going to utilize a flask of oil to grease our wheels, just to get us a little extra.
All right.
Little.
Give me like a sleight of hand to try and make sure you dab it in the right places.
Can do.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. So you give yourselves a little boost.
There's no rules, right?
There's tons of rules, but we don't know them, is what I keep hearing.
Is cheating one of the rules? Can we not cheat?
You know the rules are go into the mines, get the barrels of gold, and get out.
How far are we from the other
that
cards?
happens inside the
50,
mines?
50 and 100.
50, 50, and 100.
Yeah, by the time we got there, they could be off and on their way.
Damn. I was gonna be like, throw a flask of oil at the Fab Five, because when brakes hit hard, they spark.
I wish you all the
Sure.
best luck in the world. Don't throw away your golden chance. Get it, gold? Because
Ha 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 ha! Too
I'm
clever.
so witty.
You are. You stop.
3, 2, 1, go! And I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Next week we will pick up of the second Queen's game. What's yours is mine. What dangers lie in wait inside the Queen's mines? What unsafe working conditions might she have been speaking of? And what was Scrooge alluding to with having friends in low places? All of this and more will be found out next week on Once Upon a Roll.
Alright.
Woo-hoo-hoo! All right.
Hell
Well then.
yeah.
I'm gonna take us out because I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, stream.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.